Hi everyone, it's Khushi and this is my booktube channel. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. I hope you're having an amazing day or night or evening wherever you are in the world. I am gonna be doing a weekly reading vlog. It is Wednesday. I'm gonna take you through and just show you a week in my life and the books I read. I'm excited because I've been reading some really good books and I want to talk to you guys about them. So first things first, I'm gonna give you a couple of reading updates. Recently, I finished Amari and the Night Brothers by Bibi Alston. I haven't read a middle grade in ages and I'm so glad I picked up this one because it is beautiful and amazing and so sweet, and just the world is so cool. I gave this book 5 stars, like just right off the bat. I will tell you that now itself. I gave this book 5 stars and I'm so excited to get my hands on the second book that will be coming out later on this year, I believe. So if you don't know what this book is about, we have Amari, a protagonist who has been trying to find her brother Quentin, who has recently gone missing. And no one seems to want to talk about it, like the fact that he's gone missing, and the police have no clues, and the only clue she has is that his mysterious job could lead her to something. That's all she has. So she dives into this world and she gets an invitation to the Magical Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, which is also where her brother used to work. And her idea is that she's gonna go in, take up the same job that her brother did, and conduct her own investigation and try and find him. To do that, she first has to get through 3 tryouts, and she's up against kids who have been training all their lives for this. So obviously we have a little bit of a problem there. But that's what the first book is about. The things this book makes you realize is like the lengths you will go to protect and encourage the people you love and care for, and the things that you would do for family, like with Amari, with Quentin. The book does really well in showing us how kids are just mimicking their parents and elders when they're being discriminatory and when they're being mean. Like, their view of the world is shaped by their parents' judgments and beliefs. It really shows like the 2 sides of how some kids can be so absolutely mean, and at the same time how they have such a beautiful capability to be kind and loyal and loving. Another thing that I really appreciated in this book is how we got to have a relationship with Quentin from the very beginning. So many books do this where someone's missing and then the protagonist has to find them, and it's all about the protagonist's investigation without really placing an importance on who the missing person is. But this book did not do that. We got to have information about Quentin, about who he is, how he is, the way he looks, the way he speaks, the way he would react to different things from the very beginning. And that means he was more than just a missing person in this book, and the connection we got to have with him, and I really appreciate that. To wrap up this review, the book got 5 stars from me. My heart is very happy, my heart is very full, and it is very full of childlike wonder and joy, and I couldn't ask for more. I can't wait to get my hands on the second book in this series because I have no doubt it's gonna be as amazing as the first one. Am I jinxing it by saying that? I don't know. Should I have said that? I don't know. Next, after I finished Amari and the Night Brothers, I picked up The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I am halfway through this book and I am enjoying it so much. I think I have found my new favorite book. Like, it's as simple as that. Yeah, I actually think I've found my new favorite book. And I'm only halfway through it, which means things could go wrong, but I don't think they will. If you don't know what the story is about, we have Linus Baker, who works as a caseworker for the Department of Magical Youth, and his job is to go to the orphanages of magical youth and see that they're working well and the kids are safe and the kids are healthy. and report all of this back to his supervisors. So one day he gets called by the extremely upper management of the department, and they're essentially like gods. No one sees them, so it's a little scary that Linus, who is essentially a nobody, is being summoned by the extremely upper management, and they send him on a special case. He has to go to an island, and in this island there's an orphanage that houses 6 dangerous magical children. One of them also happens to be the Antichrist. So Linus's job is to go there and to make sure that these kids aren't going to bring about the end of the world, and also make sure that they're fine and okay. But obviously, we're talking about the government here. Obviously, the government wants to know if these kids are going to kill everyone. I really like Linus as a main character so far, because Linus is very much a guy who's like, I have my box. I will not walk out of my box. I have rules and regulations that I will adhere to within this box, and that's all I am. And this story and the kids and this orphanage and this island that he goes to, it widens his perspective and his challenges his beliefs and the things he's been doing, and we get to see that as it happens with him, and I think that really works for this story and this book, and I really appreciate that. But the children in this book, they're ridiculous and hilarious, and I genuinely cannot stop laughing sometimes. Like, they're so sweet but also just hilarious, especially Lucy, the Antichrist kid. He cracks me up so much. Like, I'm not playing favorites here. Every kid has something so special and unique and beautiful about them, and I love how we get the chance to have a relationship with each of them. But Lucy he's crazy, and I love it. And I've only read half of the book. I already have my favorite scene picked out, which is when Linus meets the kids for the first time. Like, when he gets to the island and the orphanage for the first time, his first interaction with each of them is brilliant, is hilarious, and it immediately sets us up for the rest of the book and the kind of book this is gonna be. It helps us imagine the struggles he's gonna go through already, and I love that so much. But anyway, I'm gonna continue reading this book. I am gonna walk you through a week of reading in my life, and let's see how it goes. I'm excited to take you along the things I do and the books I read. I'm looking forward to having a good week. I hope you are as well.
Bright and tasteful. It's a vest. Grandpa has lots of vests. It's got glitter. It's a glitter vest. So, where in the world would your father wear a vest like this?
Hi guys, it's the weekend now. We're on Saturday, and as you've seen, I've just been spending my time reading and going to classes and just relaxing, because it has been a long and very physically demanding week. I'm heading out now to spend some time with my friends, but before I did that, I wanted to quickly jump on here and do like a check-in for the book I'm reading right now. This is like a 65% check-in. Like, I'm 65% done with this book, and I just have to say that I am loving watching Linus fall apart. Like, Linus believes he cares about the kids, and I know for a fact that he really does care about the kids that he works with, but it's just that he lets himself be held back by the rules and regulations and lets himself be blinded by the system, because he is so convinced that the system is the best way forward for the children. And like, I'm loving watching him fall apart and his beliefs and priorities change after coming to the orphanage and seeing these kids. Like, I'm loving the struggle that the author is showing us. Another thing that I really like, and is also just heartbreaking, is that the kids are so aware of how people see them, and it has in the past and also now influenced the way they behave and their personality. They choose to see the best and stay hopeful and stay positive, and that's solely because of the way they've been raised. I truly believe that all of this and the way they see the world is because of Arthur, the master of the orphanage. I am absolutely loving this. I know for a fact that I'm gonna finish this tonight once I come back, and I cannot wait to give this a 5 stars. Okay, now I have to go out. Okay, so it is Monday now, and I did come back and read on Saturday, and I finished the book on Saturday, and then I sort of forgot to vlog. So here I am, and I'm gonna keep it short and snappy and sweet because I've realized that I've talked about this book so much already. I finished The House in the Cerulean Sea, and as we predicted, this was a 5-star read. In fact, if ratings could go any higher, this would have a higher rating. I love this book, and this is my short sales pitch for it. If you like books that make you think about questions like what is right, what is wrong, what is moral, who are we to decide the rules that every single person on this planet must abide by? Nature versus nurture. Are some people inherently evil? And if that is the case, then taking the example of the Antichrist child, if they are, does a normalized upbringing change who they could be and the things they could do in the future? What makes a family? What is home? And these are just some of the many questions that this book makes you think about. And if you like books that make you think about those sort of things, then this is the one for you. And that is my sales pitch for today. Thank you very much. You're welcome. This book is a warm, delightful, loving hug that every single person deserves to experience. After that, I was still in the mood for some comedy, but also heartwarming stuff. So I picked up another book from my TBR for the month, which is The Love Hypothesis by Hazelwood. I'm about 80-something pages in, and I'm not really going to talk about this book right now. I'll talk about it once I've read a bit more. So far, it seems funny. It seems ridiculous. It seems light and just fluffy, and I think that's what I need right now. Also, tell me what you've been reading while you watch all of this. Like, go down in the comments and tell me the books you've been reading, or if you have any recommendations for me. It is Wednesday. We have officially gone through a whole week in this vlog. Wow, my mind is really blank right now. In the past 2 days, I have finished The Love Hypothesis by Hazelwood. And let me just say, it delivered. I see why people love this so much, and I'm very, very happy that I read it. In many ways, I related with our main character so much, but most of the time I was just like, girl, what are you doing? You're just making life worse and more difficult for yourself. And I relate, but at the same time I'm just like, it's painful to watch you do this to yourself. The thing about this book is it read so easy, and the characters were so lovable, and one thing I really liked about the main character was how passionate she was about the things she did and like her projects, and it really made you root for her from the very beginning, like how deeply connected she is to the things she studies and researches. Another thing that shines so clearly in this book is the author's love for academia, and I really respect that. I think the last book I read that gave me a similar vibe, where the author was clearly like knowledgeable and passionate, about the subject they were talking about was oh my god, what can I remember the name? The Deborah Harkness book, A Discovery of Witches. Yes, the book I'm trying to talk about here is A Discovery of Witches, where the author, I believe, was very well researched in history and stuff. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it was. Overall, I really liked this book. I gave it 5 stars. It was very sweet, it was very cute, it was very funny, and it delivered and gave me exactly what I needed for the time. And with that, we are officially at the end of this weekly reading vlog. I'm enjoying learning new things about editing and about YouTube and about designing thumbnails and stuff. And I'm really appreciative and grateful to all of you who are here with me from the very beginning of this journey. If you've stayed so far in the video, then comment down below what book you have been reading recently. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and click the notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. And with that, I'm gonna say ciao, peace out, and see you later.